One of the high points of any graduation ceremony is the commencement address. It is my distinct honor and pleasure to introduce to you today's commencement speaker, Dr. Richard Brown. Dr. Brown is a 1990 graduate of the Anglo-European College of Chiropractic, received his master's degree in law from Cardiff University, and was in private practice for 25 years before relocating from his native United Kingdom to Toronto, Canada. He is presently the Secretary General of the World Federation of Chiropractic based in Toronto, Canada. As the Secretary General, Dr. Brown is responsible for leading the Secretariat of the WFC headquarters in Toronto and for strategic and policy development of the organization. Dr. Brown is a past president of the British Chiropractic Association and had a number of roles with the European Chiropractors Union, including serving as its first Secretary General between 2009 and 2015. As owner and clinic director of a large interdisciplinary clinic in Stroud, Gloucestershire, Dr. Brown has firsthand experience of working collaboratively with other health professions, including general medical practitioners, surgeons, physiotherapists, exercise professionals, and podiatrists. In his clinical practice, Dr. Brown has worked extensively in professional sport, including the English Premier League, Elite Athletics, and MotoGP motorsports. He also served as a member of the medical team at the London 2012 Olympic Games. In 2015, Dr. Brown spent time working with underserved communities as part of the World Spine Care Project in Botswana. He is the founder and immediate past chair of trustees of the Chiropractic Research Council, a UK-based charity. He has educational experience as a senior lecturer at the University of Glamorgan, now the University of South Wales, and served on the Board of Governors at AECC. He served for a number of years as an examiner for the UK regulator's test of competence. He has lectured extensively in the UK and internationally on professional standards and the status of the chiropractic profession. Dr. Brown has for many years worked as an expert witness in both the UK and in Ireland and retains a medical legal consultancy, covering areas of clinical negligence, fitness to practice, and statutory regulation. He has also been involved in drafting codes of ethics and standards of proficiency in both Europe and Asia. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Richard Brown to the podium.
Dr. Lesio, members of the Board of Trustees, President Mestan, faculty members, distinguished guests, families, friends, and to you, the class of 2019. It is such an honor to be part of this glorious celebration in this, your centennial year. Now, when I find myself on a stage like this, I cannot help to be taken back to the heady days when, as a member of faculty at the Welsh Institute of Chiropractic in Glamorgan, I and three of my far more talented colleagues founded a band that was to become truly international, playing chiropractic gigs not just in remote Wales, but also across the border in the more obscure parts of England and Scotland. We grandly called ourselves Audible Release. And when the need for backing singers arose, we regularly called upon three angelic voices from the final year class. These were known as the Facets. Thus, over a number of wild and extravagant years, Audible Release and the Facets boomed out classic covers at graduation balls, conferences, and anywhere else that would have us. Our one piece of fan mail generously described us as interesting. But to our ears, we were truly spectacular. And I've long since lost my tambourine, and I've now forgotten the words and the actions to time warp, but the memories live on. So memories. Our lives are made up of them, and we constantly acquire them over the course of our lives. Today, is one such memory that will live long in the hearts of not just you, the class of 2019, but of those who have joined you and supported you on the journeys that have led to you sitting here today. So faculty, friends, partners, and families, brimming with pride at your achievements, are either here with you today or wishing you well from afar. These are the rocks that have been there to share your joy, console you at difficult times, and to place their arms around you when it seemed that it was all too much. To these exceptional individuals, I salute you all. Your routes into chiropractic will have been varied. Some of you may be the latest in a family of chiropractors, spanning perhaps several generations. Some of you will have witnessed amazing results as a consequence of being a chiropractic patient and were inspired to pursue a career in chiropractic. Some of you will have undertaken extensive research or happened upon a web page while surfing the internet. But for others amongst us, there may have been no noble health ancestry, no road to Damascus moment, or no life-changing treatment. Our uncertain trajectories into our respective careers as chiropractors may have been attributable far more to serendipity than design. Now, it's 33 years this year since I wobbled like Bambi on speed into my chiropractic education. Well entrenched in the directionless and wayward group, as a teenager, I had no idea what my future held. Coming from a remote farming community in the southwest of England, where most of my fellow students were destined automatically for a career in agriculture, I had assumed that my working life would be spent at the wheel of a rusty John Deere, towing a trailer somewhere in the back of beyond. But on a fateful day in 1986, my biology teacher mentioned chiropractic. I had only vaguely heard of it and had no real idea what it was all about. However, my teacher told me it was a growing profession, the employment prospects were pretty good, and I wouldn't have to drive a tractor. Now, there were two of us in that biology class back in the 80s who became captivated by this little-known profession in the UK. There was me, and there was my friend, Tom Staines. Now, Tom was equally as directionless as I was. We excitedly discussed the prospect of going to the Anglo-European College of Chiropractic down by the seaside on the south coast of England, qualifying and returning to our hometown. And we agreed that we could jointly establish a clinic that, in tribute to our family names, we would proudly call the Brown Staines Chiropractic Clinic. Well, thank goodness that never came to pass. But these are special days. Ceremonies such as these are a rite of passage, a time for reflection and gratitude, but also a time to look to the future with a sense of joy, of hope, and immense optimism for what lies before you. As highly trained professionals, on this day, you step across the threshold into a world where society confers rights as professionals, but at the same time insists that you discharge your responsibilities. Patients will trust you to listen to them, to touch them, to counsel them, and to be the keepers of their confidences. They will expect you to be the light in their darkness, the comfort to their fears, and the voice of wisdom and calm amidst the chaos of pain and disability. Yours is an awesome responsibility, yet it's one that I urge you to embrace with every sinew of your being. Every single patient that you see will be unique. So throw away the cookie cutter. Use carefully the best available evidence from research. Listen attentively. Think beyond physical symptoms alone. Value intuition. Share decision-making. Accept uncertainty. Collaborate with others. And most importantly, leave your ego at the door. The best clinicians value the science of healthcare, but aren't dictated by it. The best clinicians value the art of healthcare, but aren't deluded by it. And the best clinicians value the philosophy of healthcare, but don't weld themselves to dogma. So to reach this point here today, the point of preparedness, your teachers and this fantastic institution have provided you with a magnificent educational experience. They will have put their hearts and souls into helping you realize your potential. I can be all but certain that for none of you graduating today will your journey have been an unbroken path of joy and success. You will have fought personal challenges, withstood the darkest of times, borne moments of unbearable stress, and been pushed like never before. At the same time, you will have formed unshakable bonds of friendship, held each other's hands, consoled each other, and perhaps once or twice shared one or two more beers than may have been strictly necessary. You will have learned that kindness, compassion, and empathy are indispensable attributes in life. And as healthcare professionals, you will very quickly find that they are key determinants of success in your professional careers. So listen well and always seek to understand. Be true to yourself and to your patients. Be a critical thinker and not a bobblehead. Be open to new opportunities, to learn and to grow throughout your professional lives. And remember that clinical mastery belongs to the wise, not to the clever. And right here, right now, make a commitment to excellence, dismissing all other options. Who would ever want to have as their epitaph, "This was one truly mediocre guy"? The pursuit of excellence is a journey of constant reflection and refinement. So focusing on the smallest details whilst working tirelessly to attain your truest potential as an outstanding advocate of true patient-centered care is of critical importance. Stay true to your values, going the extra mile and always being present. Our patients and our communities deserve nothing less. Now, I'm privileged to work for an organization that represents the interests of over 90 national associations of chiropractors across 7 world regions. We're a non-state actor with the World Health Organization. We get to contribute to the development of global healthcare and be part of something far bigger than chiropractic alone. Working together as chiropractors, we can all be bigger than the sum of our separate parts. And be ready to seize opportunities in your careers. As Dr. Meston said in his introduction, I've had the privilege of working as a chiropractor with the world's elite athletes at the London 2012 Olympic Games, but also with paraplegic victims of tuberculosis of the spine in a rural village in Botswana, where in summer the temperature does not drop below 105 degrees, where 52% of the adult population are HIV positive, and where a bite from a snouted cobra can kill you in under 20 minutes. I speak regularly with chiropractors in the Congo who are treating patients while gunfire can be heard in the next street. and with students who participate in mission trips deep into the Amazonian rainforest to bring care to remote tribes. What we have to offer as chiropractors is so valuable and so needed. We all will measure success in different ways, but with discipline, commitment, and vision, we can all, and you all in particular, can achieve phenomenal success. The world needs what we offer like never before. But remember, success is never accidental. At the World Federation of Chiropractic, we speak of the need to be epic, evidence-based, people-centered, interprofessional, and collaborative. Evidence-based practice, research, and innovation will drive us forward, help us to be better, and are a hallmark of quality healthcare in civilized society. People-centered, everything we do must be driven by the best interests of our patients and the communities in which we work. Forget about the financial rewards. You will get everything in life that you want by helping other people get what they want. Interprofessional, working as part of a multidisciplinary team across healthcare, we can learn and grow from each other and be so much stronger together. And collaborative, because working with patients, their families, their carers, the communities, and each other is really what empowers and will enrich our delivery of care. Now, perhaps one of the greatest boxers that ever lived was Muhammad Ali. As well as his outstanding sporting talent, he was renowned for his flamboyant one-liners. One day, during one of his many interviews, he was asked whether he had any faults. He paused for a moment and he says, "Yes," he says, "I have one fault." And the interviewer said, "Muhammad Ali, would you share that with us?" He says, "Yes, I can. My fault is that sometimes I don't realize how great I really am." So class of 2019, you now have in your hands the power to be truly phenomenal providers of high quality healthcare. You will bring relief to those in pain. You will mobilize the immobile. You will reassure the anxious, and you will change lives for the better on a daily basis. Healthcare is undergoing a tremendous transformation globally, and you will be part of that unstoppable momentum. You are agents for change at a time when global health systems are crying out for non-drug, non-surgical solutions to societies that have been broken by the scourge of opioids. You are agents for change in adding life to years of an expanding aging population. And you are agents for change in supporting people in the enjoyment of healthier, happier, and more active lives. It is a huge responsibility, but I have every confidence that each and every one of you is capable of embracing the exciting challenges that lie ahead, regardless of any title that some of us may be privileged to carry. As healthcare providers, we are all leaders. In our offices, our communities, our towns and cities, our states across the US and beyond, our duty in healthcare is to lead, to educate, and to empower our patients, our colleagues, and our societies. Today, I am proud to call you my colleagues. On such a special day, celebrate your achievements, celebrate your education, and with love, passion, and commitment, go out into the world and realize your dreams. Be epic and never forget just how great you really are. Thank you very much.